Rab explains it all. Math, chem, physics never fall. Subscribe and learn. Ace every test, so Rab explains it best.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna tell you a magical shortcut for calculating the value of angles when we have two parallel lines and one transversal line. In fact, I have already taught you how to calculate these values based on the standard method, and I have told you several rules that we have in this scenario, and I told you several fancy names for these angles. For example, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angle, consecutive angles, and so on. But here I'm gonna tell you a magical shortcut, and applying this method is really easier and simpler and faster. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into today's lesson. For applying this shortcut, you must know a really simple rule. What does it say? It says when we have a transversal line that intersects two parallel lines, you are going to have two groups of angles. The first group of angles are acute and all of them are equal to each other. Second group, you are going to face four obtuse angles and all of them are equal to each other. And the third part of this rule says every acute angle plus every obtuse angle is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, I know that at the beginning it can be a little bit challenging or difficult, but let's learn that through examples as always. We have an example here. We have the value of one angle and we want to calculate the rest of the angles. As you can see, we know that these two black lines are parallel with each other. Let me show that with a small arrow on each one of them. Okay, pay attention to the figure. As you can see, we have the value of one angle and it is 30 degrees, and you definitely know that this is an acute angle because this is less than 90. Okay, as I told you before, all of the acute angles are equal to each other. So angle 2, which is another acute angle, is gonna be 30 degrees as well. 5 is gonna be 30 degrees as well, because this is another acute angle. 6 is gonna be 30 degrees as well. An addition of each acute angle and each obtuse angle is gonna be 180. Okay, I know that the value of acute angles are 30 degrees, and I'm gonna choose one of the obtuse angles. It does not matter which one are you going to choose. In this case, I prefer to choose angle number 4 plus 4 is equal to 180. You can solve it by moving 30 degrees to the other side of the equation and changing the sign, or inverse operation is totally up to you. But as soon as you solve it, you would realize that the value of angle 4 is equal to 150 degrees. Now I have the value of angle 4. It's gonna be 150 degrees. And this is one of the obtuse angles. So the rest of the obtuse angles will be the same. So 7 is gonna be 150 degrees. 3 is gonna be 150 degrees. 1 is gonna be 150 degrees. This method is really easy. Let's solve the next example. Here we have another example, but this time the question gave us a value of an obtuse angle. As I told you, all the obtuse angles are equal to each other, so angle 1 is gonna be 150 degrees. For 150 degrees, 7 is gonna be 150 degrees. Let's go for calculating acute angles. As I told you, the addition of each acute angle and each obtuse angle is gonna be 180. For representing acute angles, I prefer to pick angle number 2. So angle number 2 plus 150 degrees is gonna be 180 degrees. As soon as you solve it, you would realize that the value of angle 2 is gonna be equal to 65 degrees. So I have the value of angle 2, which is 65 degrees, and it is an acute angle. Now I know that all the acute angles is gonna be 65 degrees. Really easy. When I teach these shortcuts, sometimes the students ask me what would happen if we don't have any acute or obtuse angles and we have right angle. What should we do? Should we solve it with the previous method, which was really time consuming? In this case, I'm gonna say no. It's even easier when you have a right angle. It means all the angles would be equal and the value of all of them would be 90 degrees. So this is even easier and faster. All of them are equal to each other and the value of all of them are going to be 90 degrees. Here you can find more examples and I strongly suggest you to solve it with the shortcut that I just told you. If you have any question or if you wanted to share your answer, please feel free and write it in the comment box. I will try to answer them as soon as it was possible for me. Thank you for watching this video.